Thank you. Welcome to McLean High School Convocation 2024. The word convocation comes from the Latin word convocare, which means to come and come together, to call or to come together. Today, we gather to celebrate all the class of 2024 has accomplished and to wish them well. Please join me in welcoming the class of 2024. Good morning. On behalf of the faculty and staff of McLean High School, I would like to congratulate the class of 2024 and all of your accomplishments. At this time, please rise, and if you are able and are not already, and gentlemen, remove your caps for the singing of our national anthem by the McLean Madrigals. Same thing.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous tides o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets that the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. I would now like to introduce our student convocation speaker, Tanner Core.
Good morning, everybody. In my time in journalism, I have come across so many stories that I never would have discovered without asking a couple of questions. A basketball player who overcame his hearing loss to make varsity, an award-winning nature photographer, a published author. These are just a few of the stories that our staff discovered simply by asking around. But before these stories were published, these stories still existed. They walked in the same hallways as you. They used the same lunch lines. They took the same classes. These stories are always all around you, just waiting to be discovered. Look to the people next to you. Everyone there has a story that they can talk about. Now, let's face it, there's a pretty good chance that you might not see that person again after graduation. Ask them today, what's your story? Here's a little bit of my story, which I bet will sound familiar to you all. As a senior, I spent the year constantly flip-flopping between two ends of a spectrum. On one hand, I felt a much deeper sense of unity with the peers that I've grown up with and the friends and classmates who have shaped who I am now. I wanted to treasure every remaining class I had with them, and I wanted to stretch the length of the second semester if it meant more time in this little bubble of ours before we split off to the unknown. But on the other hand, the future calls to me like it does to all of you. If I had had a button back then that I could press and skip past the entirety of second semester to get to where I am now, it would have been hard to talk myself out of pressing it. I didn't know how to reconcile those two mindsets. And yet here I stand at the end of my senior year, and I'm still not sure how I feel. Certainly, there is a sense of melancholy in the air. This is an exciting time, one to celebrate, but at the same time, we all feel just a little bit sad. In contrast to our first time as a class this year, when we gathered for the senior picture and celebrated the beginning of a new chapter of our high school lives, gatherings like this have a palpable finality that is nothing less than bittersweet. While I will mourn the departures of friends and the closing of books that have been open since elementary school, what really gets to me are the halfway relationships. That guy in your third period who you chat with about sports every day. The girl in your sixth period who always lends you a pencil. Take a moment right now. Think about those halfway relationships, the people who have touched you in that way. In college and in whatever this world drives you to do, people will fill those roles, and you will appreciate them for their small but meaningful place in your lives. However, those people will not be McLean people. They don't have the shared experiences, local breakfast places where you've spotted each other at, teachers to whom you owe your development in a subject, Friday night football games that you watched and cheered for. Those other halfway relationships are just not McLean people. and there's something very special about that title. So I behoove you, once this ceremony is finished, go thank that person to whom you haven't spoken much, but whose existence serves as an unheralded stabilizer in your daily life. Don't let the limitations of routine hold you from realizing the beauty of those relationships. Those people are special. As much as your friends help you grow, those halfway relationships help you find peace on a daily basis, and there is truly something crucial in that. I look out at this crowd and I see hundreds of faces with the same dilemma I have, excited for the future while scared to leave the nest. I won't harp on how you're all going to go on to do great things. While that is true, if your Thanksgiving dinners look anything like mine, you heard it enough from extended family that you've never met. Like any class of Highlanders, this group will accomplish extraordinary things, and I, for one, am very excited to read about all of you guys on Wikipedia in a couple decades. But more than just doing great things, you will all be fantastic people, ones who embody the gentle spirit of McLean, no matter where you end up. Some of you will be drawn to the big cities, while some of you will end up in towns smaller than our own. Wherever you go, don't lose sight of this place. Yes, it's just a high school, and yes, there are many like it, but this one is yours. This one is ours. At the beginning of this year, I had a chance to interview Coach Deegan, the new coach of the girls basketball team, right after he received the head coach position. Despite his age and wisdom, he was still a rookie Highlander at the time, and he put it very simply. He said, "It's a special place, McLean High. Wherever you go, whatever you do, carry the spirit of McLean with you. Carry those close friends, those halfway relationships with you. Carry McLean with you, and tell the world your story." At this time, I would like to introduce Ms. Jenna Jablonski, Director of Student Services, to present the academic awards.
Each year at McLean, we acknowledge the hard work and academic achievement of those graduating students who have earned a final grade point average of 4.0 or above. We are fortunate to have 220 students who will receive this honor, so I ask the audience to please hold your applause until all honorees have been called. Honor graduates, please come forward as I call your name to receive your medal. Abdallah Abu Amer, William Abraham, Eleanor Augie, Genevieve Alberts, Madeline Alberts, Marie Delphine Alberts, Noureddin Al-Mulem, Muhammad Anam, Arpana Anderson, Olivia Englund, Jason Babalides, Charlotte Bach, Nathan Bass, Griffin Bataille, Sarah Beach, Annabella Befekadu, Sophia Belair Bogdanova, Karina Balkina, Isaac Bell, Aditya Bendre, Karina Bott, Catherine Bion, Alexia Baudet, Benjamin Borger, Mira Borinker, Sabrina Bauganum, Joshua Bright, Timothy Brown, Bennett Brunner, John Budwick, Haley Bursink, Hemin Kai, Catherine Cassatt, Junyoung Chang, Ali Chen, Emma Chen, Jeremy Chen, Kayla Chen, Aiden Chang, Sandra Chang, Nicole Chestnut, Isaac Cho, Woo Hyun Cho, Jung Woo Choi, Keon Choi, Simran Chowdhury, Nicholas Christopherson, Henry Clorn, Isabella Coates, James Coates, William Cody, Tanner Kaur, Sebastian Cohen, Anna Kahn, Caitlin Cole, Emery Conroy, Marie Odette Demarcellis, Shantanu Desai, Alexander Dubasov, Amelia Egan, Philip Ermanowski, Andrew Evans, Ella Farivar, Stella Firmakidis, Kayla Frazier, Madeline Frederick, Delilah Frey, Juliana Marie Galang, Suma Godse, Bajan Goff, Pedro Gute, Emery Graninger, Lavana Gu, Shrey Gupta, Ishan Gurazada, John Haas, Emery Haddon, Hugo Haggard, David Hakobayan, Elizabeth Hall, Maya Hamandi, Hugh Hancock, Rafiq Hanna, Abigail Hart, Zara Hassan, Zoha Hassan, Audrey Herlins, William Heslop, Sophia Higby, Nicoletta Hoffman, Sean House, Madeline Hasway, Hannah Huang, Danielle Hunter, Megan Hyun, Minahil Ishak, Hugo Javier Carmona, Elena Jenkins, Scarlett Jensen, Easton Johnson, Mary Johnson, Bara Kelsey, Noah Kales, Catherine Kang, Jackson Kang, Owen Kang, Tessa Kaplan, Freddie Karas, Yeojin Kim, Ariane King Joseph, Tatum King, Jonas Knudsen, Aro Ko, Alia Corman, Ava Kucko, Connor Lang, Maya Lee, Caitlin Alyssa Lee, Stephen Levy, Yan Tang Lee, Ava Liberator, Berkeley Limberg, Kobe Lynn, Hannah Lynn, Andrew Lineweaver, Owen Laux, Kira McComber, Lorraine Mallard, Clara Marks, Campbell Metcham, Krishna Mehta, Valeria Milan de Abreu, Sloan Modlinger. Oh, back up here. Katrina Montano, Stella Maurice, Ella Munson, Nina Nelson, Elise Nugent, Ella Newton, Brandon Nguyen, Kylie Nguyen, Joanna Nee, Andrew Norway, Anna Pauline Natep, William Olson, Zoe Pagodo, Jacqueline Palmer, River Perot, Jongwoo Park, Maya Pashai, Allison Flans, Carter Pasaki, Vanessa Popescu, Samhita Prabhu, Isabella Ragucci, Sophia Ragucci, Grace Raymond, Alexandra Reddy, Ria Rajiv, Danya Reza, Diana Rojas Hernandez, Hannah Rosenblum, Anna Rosu, Philip Rotondo, Artemis Safaye, Valentina Sanchez Patout, Deborah Santos, Sophia Scardacini, Jacob Schaldkrot, Richard Swikert, Kiana Isabella Skiaka, Leah Sexton, Jana Shaw, Mira Shaw, Aiden Shaughnessy, Yuda Shimo, Wyatt Shinsky, Daria Shkurko, Ilya Shmaratko, Jordan Sim, Adil Singh, Shreya Saravolyu, Alexander Smith, Claire Smith, Kayla Smith, Malia Solomon, Ryan Soong, Luke Steinbecker, Alexander Stefant, Camille Stefant, Abigail Sterner, Madeline Stegall, Astoria Stimler, Sarah Tabor, Ella Templer, Jaron Tenort, Thomas Terzakin, Youngji Tong, Claire Taus, Melina Turnage, Sarah Uttam Chandani, Benjamin Von Beljan, Lauren Vandeveer, Sophie Villar, Andrew Von Elm, Natalie Vu, Greer Walby, Gabrielle Wang, Melody Wang, John Wursler, Simon Wilson, Megan Wright, Angela Yang, Yijun Yu, Thomas Zhang, Eileen Zhao, Audrey Zhang, Michael Zhang, Mia Zamiti, and Jiayin Zhao. Will all honor grads please stand as we congratulate you for your academic accomplishments? You may be seated. Several of this year's graduates are preparing to serve their country at a service academy or as a member of a reserve officer training program. We commend them for their achievements thus far and applaud them for dedicating their lives to protecting us and our country. Please join me in welcoming representatives of our military who will announce the 2024 appointments into our Military Service Academies, ROTC scholarship recipients, and enlistment. I will first begin with the U.S. Merchant Marines. Can Caroline Collicker please come up? The United States Merchant Marine Academy, located at Kings Point, New York, on the North Shore of Long Island, is one of the 5 federal academies. Nominated by Senator Tim Kaine and Congressman Donald Bayer, Caroline Collicker is one of approximately 280 appointees selected to attend the academy from around the nation and the world out of over 1,700 applicants. Completion of the intensive 4-year regimental and academic curriculum, which includes 3 trimesters at sea on U.S. flag merchant vessels and U.S. Navy ships, as well as an internship, leads to a Bachelor of Science degree, a U.S. Merchant Marine officer's license as either a deck officer or engineering officer, and an ensign's commission in the U.S. Navy Reserve. An appointment to the academy is the equivalent of a scholarship worth approximately $300,000 over the 4-year period. This remarkable achievement reflects great credit on Caroline and demonstrates that she is already living up to the Academy's motto, Acta non verba, deeds, not words. I take great pleasure and consider it a high honor on behalf of Vice Admiral Joanna Noonan, the Academy Superintendent, to recognize the appointment of Caroline Collicker to the United States Merchant Marine Academy Class of 2028. Congratulations and well done. Now please welcome John Mellis, Blue and Gold Officer from the United States Naval Academy.
Good morning. I am Commander John Mellis, and I am the Blue and Gold Officer from McLean High School. It is my distinct pleasure to have the opportunity today to recognize the significant honor Vanessa Popescu has earned by receiving an appointment to the United States Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland. This year, Vanessa was one of about 15,200 students from throughout the nation who applied for one of approximately 1,175 seats for the Naval Academy's class of 2028. The admissions process is unique and requires each student to apply for and receive a nomination, clear a medical exam, and successfully pass a physical fitness evaluation, in addition to the usual submission of transcripts, recommendations, and an essay. Screening is thorough, with a focus on well-rounded individuals who have outstanding academic credentials, demonstrated leadership potential, and a willingness to serve in the United States Navy or Marine Corps. An appointment to the United States Naval Academy is equivalent to a full 4-year scholarship, including all tuition, room and board, medical and dental benefits, and a monthly midshipman stipend. After completing the 4-year curriculum at the Naval Academy, students receive a Bachelor of Science degree in one of 26 majors and earn a commission as an officer in either the United States Navy or the Marine Corps. McLean High School should be very proud of Vanessa's achievements, and on behalf of the Superintendent of the United States Naval Academy, it is my pleasure to present this certificate of appointment to the Naval Academy's class of 2028. Go Navy! It is also my distinct pleasure today to have the opportunity to recognize the significant honor that Luke Hoffman has earned by receiving an offer to attend a United States Naval Academy affiliated foundation school. This year, Luke too was one of about 15,200 students throughout the nation to apply to the Naval Academy, and one of approximately 250 students who earned the opportunity to attend a foundation school. Screening is thorough, with a focus on well-rounded individuals who have outstanding academic credentials, demonstrated leadership potential, and a willingness to serve in the United States Navy or Marine Corps. Upon successful completion of the curriculum that includes studies in calculus, chemistry, physics, and English, Luke will have the opportunity to earn an appointment to the Naval Academy's class of 2029. An appointment to the United States Naval Academy is equivalent to a full 4-year scholarship, including all tuition, room and board, medical and dental benefits, and a monthly midshipman stipend. After completing the 4-year curriculum at the Naval Academy, students receive a Bachelor of Science degree in one of 26 majors and earn a commission as an officer to either United States Navy or the Marine Corps. McLean High School should be very proud of Luke's achievements, and on behalf of the Dean of Admissions of the United States Naval Academy, it is my pleasure to present this offer of a foundation school for the class of 2025 to Luke Hoffman. At this time, I'd like you to please welcome Petty Officer Kevin McElroy and Ensign Schreiner for the NROTC and U.S. Navy enlistments recognition.
Good morning. Next, we'd like to recognize your classmates that have been selected for the Naval Reserve Officer Training Corps Scholarship. Much like the Naval Academy and the Marine Academy, it is a competitive program and is nothing short of a large accomplishment that they've been selected for this. So could please come to the front, Jason Babalides, Ava Kuko, and Connor Lang. We'd also like to take a minute to recognize another one of your classmates who will be enlisting after graduation in the United States Navy. Justin Wild will be enlisting as a cryptologic technician and has also earned a signing bonus of $15,000. So please get a round of applause for Justin Wild. And next, please welcome Major Wolf and Staff Sergeant Albert Melger from NROTC Marines.
Good morning, all. First, I'd like to thank the faculty and staff for allowing us to be here today to present the Marine Option NROTC Scholarship. Before I get started on a little bit more about that, I would like to welcome Samuel Arney up here and let him stand by. right, while Samuel's holding this this check here and getting some photos for his parents over there to the left, I'll tell you a little bit more about the Marine Option NROTC Scholarship. So, my name is Major Jake Wolf. I'm a recruiting support officer, which means that I'm a reservist that gets to come and do cool stuff like this and do presentations. On the civilian side, I'm a high school counselor. So I know what goes into what you all have achieved and what's got you here today. And I want to congratulate the entire class of 2024 for getting to this point. For the NROTC scholarship, the purpose of that is to educate and train young men and women for future service as commissioned officers in the United States Marine Corps. What Samuel went through to get to this point was not unlike what some of you may have done for scholarships and college applications and all of that, but he also had to come on a Saturday morning up to Frederick, Maryland, where he had to endure the physical fitness test, 3-mile run, plank, pull-ups, all before many of his peers and even parents may have been awake. He did that, went through an officer interview, and competed against hundreds of others in our greater area of parts of Ohio, Maryland, Virginia, and West Virginia, all to be selected as one of the few to be awarded with the Marine Option NROTC Scholarship. In total, you can see on the big check up here, it says that it covers $180,000, but ultimately it will cover all fees and tuitions to whatever school he has chosen to go to, and he will then have commission into the United States Marine Corps as a future officer. Once again, please congratulate Samuel on his accomplishment. I thank you for your time, and next I would like to welcome Staff Sergeant Jonathan Mangini.
Hey, good morning, and congratulations to all of you. I would like to take this time to honor Hungwoo Kim, who will, in a couple weeks, enlist in the United States military. He will go off and he will become one of the nation's future leaders.
At this time, I'd like to recognize all of our students who will be serving their country next year and in the years to follow. Additionally, we would like to honor those members of our audience who have or are presently serving our country. Please stand. I would now like to invite Dr. Riley and Ms. Charles Williams to the podium to present the PTSA Awards.
Each year, the PTSA gives the teachers of each department an impossible job. They are to choose the most outstanding student in their discipline from their senior students. The department chairs have commented that this is indeed one of the most difficult tasks of the year. Each award winner receives an individual plaque. In addition, has his or her name engraved in a larger PTSA plaque that will hang in the main hall outside the auditorium. As soon as you hear your name called, please come forward to receive your award. For CTE, the PTSA award winner for Career and Technical Education, also known as CTE, is Stella Maurice. Today, we have the immense pleasure of honoring a remarkable individual whose dedication to both academic excellence and practical experience in the field of childhood education sets her apart as an exemplary student. It is with great pride that we honor Stella, affectionately known throughout the department. As she embarks on the next phase of her journey towards becoming an early childhood education professional. Stella's journeys in career and technical education has been nothing short of extraordinary. Over the past 2 years, she has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to her studies, earning an impressive 9 dual enrollment college credits in childhood education while simultaneously engaging in practical work experiences. Through her tireless efforts, she has not only excelled academically, but she has also gained invaluable hands-on experience in the on-campus Munchkin preschool laboratory, meticulously preparing for future lessons, mentoring, and honing her skills as an educator. Beyond her academic achievements, Stella's passion for early childhood education shines brightly. Her dedication to her craft extends far beyond the confines of the classroom, as she has consistently devoted her free time to furthering her understanding of childhood development and pedagogy through volunteer work in the community. Her commitment to excellence and her genuine love for working with young children serve as an inspiration to all who have had the privilege of working alongside her. We have no doubt that Stella will continue to shine brightly and make a profound impact on the field of early childhood education. Please join me in congratulating Stella, a shining example of excellence.
The English department is honored to present the 2024 PTSA English Award to Emily Weiss. Students are assessed every year by their teachers, so the English department felt it only fitting that our recipient of the PTSA English Department Award should have each year's English teacher sing her praises. The student's freshman English teacher, Ms. Clements, said that she was a phenomenal English student in her freshman year. Her insightful analysis of text that we read as a class was fueled by her avid personal reading. She seemingly always had a book, and her taste was excellent. As her 10th grade English teacher, Mrs. Flaherty, commented that she possesses great talent when it comes to writing for both analytical and creative pieces. She arranges and rearranges her words until satisfied that she has produced her very best work, and what good work it is. Mr. LeBlanc, our recipient's junior year English teacher, stated that this student always went above and beyond expectations in her writing and analysis of literature. What's more, as her creative writing teacher, Mr. LeBlanc added that she had a natural talent for the written word. Finally, her senior year teacher, Mrs. Flaherty, continued her praise by saying that this student's personal narrative about her experiences abroad can only be classified as possessing éclat, and that she meaningfully engages with each and every class activity. She is the student you hope to see on your class roster. It is easy to see from the lasting impression from her teachers that this student is an exemplary scholar in person, and it is our honor to bestow the PTSA English Department Award to Emily Weiss. Congratulations.
The ESOL department is honored to present the 2024 PTSA ESOL Award to Josue Requena Beguenas. Josue's English language journey is nothing short of spectacular. Like many high school students, it took Josue a little bit of time to find his footing, but once he set upon the path of academic success, his achievements have been remarkable. During his time at McLean, Josue has taken full advantage of that McLean has to offer. He was on the soccer team and served as the executive board on the student leadership team. He was a student ambassador for new multilingual language learners, and he has also been instrumental in supporting and welcoming them to McLean. Josue was in the Spanish Honor Society and was the president of the Spanish Language and Cultural Club. He led his group in the Shark Tank Technology Challenge, where he invented a manicure set to help people with arthritis. In addition, he completed over 50 hours of community service helping in the school library. Last summer, he participated in the FBI Future Agents in Training Program in Washington, D.C., and also participated in the Criminal Justice Program through the FCPS Academy. Even more amazing is that Josue did all of these activities while working over 40 hours a week and being a multilingual learner. Now Josue is at the end of his journey at McLean, as he has been successfully exited out of the ESOL program and is ready to graduate. Soon he will embark upon a new path, pursuing a career in criminal justice, and there is no doubt that he will be successful in all of his pursuits. Josue's success is due to his tenacity to overcome obstacles, his enthusiasm for learning, and his kindness toward anyone who is lucky enough to spend time with him. Congratulations, Josue.
Okay, let me clear up my eyes real quick. Okay. All right. The Math Department is honored to present the 2024 PTSA Math Award to William Alex Abraham. The Math Department, okay. Alex has taken some of the most difficult mathematics courses McLean High School has to offer, and he has excelled in each of them. In addition to taking these rigorous classes, he was also the teacher's assistant in a BC Calculus Clear class this year. His positive attitude, thought-provoking questions, and willingness to help others has been a constant theme when speaking to his math teachers. These teachers can attest to his ability to learn something new, then turn and teach the concept to others almost immediately. Given this fact, it comes as no surprise that Alex is one of the presidents of the Mathematics Tutoring Club. He has a passion for learning and helping others, setting great examples for his peers. He will truly be missed by the teachers in the math department, not only for his intelligence and hard work, but also because he always has a smile on his face and goes above and beyond what is asked of him. We are honored to present Alex Abraham with the 2024 Mathematics PTSA Award. Congratulations, Alex Abraham.
The Performing Arts Department is honored to present the 2024 PTSA Performing Arts Award to Scott Fulkelson. Today, we're thrilled to honor a truly outstanding individual who has shown great passion and dedication to the field of technical theater, an individual who excels in the field and is always willing to lend a helping hand. It is with great pride that we honor Scott with the Performing Arts Department Award. Scott immediately made an impact when arriving at McLean High School. His eagerness to learn and help was unmatched by any student. Even though his first year started out online, his energy and personality radiated through the screen. When he came back in person, Scott took every opportunity to build relationships and grow within the theater department. Scott has designed multiple shows and has shown great leadership skills throughout the years at McLean. He has worked backstage at the Kennedy Center and has mentored countless students. Scott has expanded into other performing arts departments, lending his technical expertise to concerts, events, and assemblies. He is always ready to problem solve, and he does it constantly with a positive attitude. His energy is contagious and makes working long hours a joy. Congratulations, Scott.
The Science Department is honored to present the 2024 PTSA Science Award to Clara Marks. Today, we celebrate a truly exceptional young scientist who has consistently impressed with their dedication to learning, curiosity, and remarkable achievements in science. Scientists are the architects of our future, transforming curiosity into breakthroughs. Through relentless creativity, dedication, and innovative thinking, they light the path to a better, brighter world for all. This student is a learner and scientist who dives deep into scientific concepts, constantly seeking to understand and explain the world around them. This award is a well-deserved recognition of their exceptional talent and a promise of even greater scientific accomplishments to come. Beyond the classroom, this student has made significant contributions to the McLean science community through their involvement in the Science National Honor Society, helping to inspire the next generation of scientists and engineers. As a junior, they organized and ran a weekly STEM club for students at Spring Hill Elementary School and expanded it to include local Girl Scout troops, a project that has only grown stronger under the continued leadership. Congratulations, Clara Marks.
The Social Science Department is honored to present the 2024 PTSA Social Science Award to Saira Uttamchandani. Saira Sarah is an exemplary social studies student. She has excelled in not only the required social studies courses, but she has sought out other opportunities in electives. Mr. Dwyer says that she truly values learning for its own sake. She asks questions for the sake of furthering her own understanding of the world, not just for the grade. Her love of learning and positive attitude enhance the classroom environment for everyone she is around. She challenges herself in the most difficult social studies classes, and she's a standout student in AP US history classes. In AP government, especially towards the end of the year, senioritis can zap some seniors' focus, but she not only stayed interested until the end, but was even motivated long enough to start research on her mute court case before the project and directions could be fully assigned. She was genuinely curious about the case and invested her time and energy in learning more. It was a delight to see, and this passion and curiosity will continue to serve her well into her future endeavors. She carries her love of social studies outside of the classroom with participation in Girls State, a Brown pre-college program on contemporary moral issues, and participation in the Fairfax County Student Human Rights Commission. We are excited to see her continue to pursue her passion for politics at UVA next year. Congratulations, Sarah.
The Visual Art Department is honored to present the 2024 PTSA Visual Art Award to Angela Yang. Angela has been an invaluable asset to the Art Department, both as a student and a member of the National Art Honor Society throughout her years at McLean. Angela is an independent thinker and takes the initiative to organize art-related projects within the school while following through with all the organizational components in great detail. Angela has been an art student for all 4 years of high school, completing 2 AP portfolios and leading the Student Art Project, an organization that curates and designs the art shows at McLean. Angela is always a calm presence in the art room. She is someone you can always count on as she approaches every task with sincerity and kindness. Over the years, it has been a pleasure to teach a student who is so willing to push her artistic boundaries on a daily basis to take risks, experiment, and continually evolve. Angela's presence will be greatly missed in the art program, and we wish her the best of luck as she embarks on her studies at Stanford University. Congratulations, Angela Yang.
The World Languages Department is honored to present the 2024 PTSA World Language Award to Hugo Javier Carmona. It is hard to put into words just how deserving the student is of receiving this award. Like many students at McLean, this student is an academic weapon, which in and of itself is a remarkable achievement. But what makes him so truly special is simply the person that he is. His dedication to his studies and activities is unwavering, and he does it with an effortless and tranquility that would convince anyone it's easy. He has maintained a perfect GPA with a schedule full of APs while running the Spanish Honor Society as co-president, where he implemented the Pen Pals program. He worked with another teacher at a high school in Spain to send bilingual students letters back and forth. He tracked, scanned, and maintained service hours for every single letter. It was obviously time-consuming and stressful, but he never once complained or said he couldn't help. What is most important about him, though, is not all the extraordinary things he's done academically, but the impact he has had. His teachers say that what stands out to them the most about this person is his humility and thoughtfulness. He is never too stressed to organize a party for a teacher's goodbye or to celebrate a friend, never too busy to stay after and help clean up, and never too overwhelmed to smile and ask how you're doing. Everyone talks about teachers who impacted their lives, but what is special about him is that he is the kind of student who has left a mark on the lives of his teachers. Ms. Painter says that she would like tips from his parents to know how to raise a child, to be such a wonderful human. His warmth is contagious and inspiring. Congratulations, Hugo. I would like to invite Mr. Greg Miller, Director of Student Activities, to present the Thistle Award.
In Scottish lore, the thistle is a symbol of the nobility of one's character. It is a sign of dedication, perseverance, and virtue. It is for this reason that we at McLean use the thistle to recognize the students who have gone beyond the classroom to participate in our school's community as athletes, journalists, performers, and student organization leaders. These students truly embody the McLean motto, virtue, mind, honor. The recipients of the 2024 Thistle Award are Karina Bott, and Tanner Core. We'll take the picture after. I would like to bring up Dr. Ellen Riley back to the stage to present the Craig Hill S. Burks Award.
The Craig Hill S. Burks Award was established by a group of parents, faculty, and community members in honor of the first principal of McLean High School. Mr. Burks was a leader in creative education and establishing the high standards of academic achievement of McLean from 1955 to 1964. The purpose of this award is to recognize a graduating senior from McLean High School whose achievements have been both academic and personal. I am proud to present this year's Craig Hill S. Burks Award to two deserving seniors, Josue Requeno Benegas and Katie Hernandez. Okay. I would like to welcome Sam Irwin Pinto and Mary Johnson, senior class officers, to present the Educator Appreciation Awards and presentation of gifts.
Each year, the seniors select two teachers who they feel best exemplify teaching among all the staff at McLean High School. These two educators continuously strive to make their students successful in a real world that is, at this point, just days away. They consistently ask us to deliver our best, and for this, we reward them. We would now like to introduce our two honorees. Our first Teacher of the Year Award recipient is Miss Amber Smith. Ms. Smith's passion for teaching shines through in every lesson she teaches. Drawing from her 15 years of teaching experience teaching English, she even makes the most difficult concepts accessible to all of her students. Ms. Smith's second year at McLean has been marked by her unwavering commitment to creating a supportive atmosphere where every student feels empowered to excel. Students have noted how she goes above and beyond to ensure that no one feels left behind, creating a sense of unity in her classroom. Ms. Smith serves as a mentor who provides guidance and support to her students, both academically and personally. Her ability to cultivate a love for learning within her students is a testament to her passion for education and her genuine care for the success and well-being of her students. It is my pleasure to congratulate Ms. Smith on her selection by the senior class as Teacher of the Year. Now, Sam Irwin Pinto will introduce our next Teacher of the Year.
Our second Teacher of the Year award goes to Dr. Crazy Ricketts. Dr. Ricketts is renowned among her students as a teacher who inspires the passion for mathematics, encourages individual growth, and demonstrates genuine care for her students she encounters. For many years, Dr. Ricketts has been an essential part of our academic community, shaping the way students perceive and engage with mathematics. Known for her accessibility both in and out the classroom, Dr. Ricketts goes above and beyond to support her students. Whether it's answering questions during class or lending a hand after school hours, her mastery of mathematics is evident, and her enthusiasm for teaching is compelling, inspiring her students day after day. Dr. Ricketts is not only a teacher, but also a mentor who guides her students towards realizing their full potential. She sees brilliance and creativity within each student and nurtures it with care and dedication. It is with great pleasure that I extend a heartfelt congratulations to Dr. Ricketts on being selected as Teacher of the Year by the senior class. Her impact on her students' lives is truly remarkable, and her dedication to academic excellence is an inspiration to us all. Now, please welcome Bennett Berner to introduce the Norma Dector Award winner.
Today, I have the pleasure of introducing a favorite teacher of mine and many others, Mr. Dylan Wadan. Norma Dector was a woman who truly loved her career. As a librarian at McLean High School for over a decade, she transformed the library from a quiet room where people simply read and studied to a center for active learning. Each year, in her memory, the senior class bestows the Norma Dector Award on the teacher who best exemplifies Miss Dector's spirit and her desire to encourage lifelong learning amongst her students. The Norma Dector Award is the highest award the senior class confers on a member of the faculty at McLean, and this year's Norma Dector Award winner is Mr. Dylan Wadan. Mr. Wadan's passion for teaching first sparked during his junior year, where he enrolled in APUSH. Although it was a more challenging course, he felt proud of the effort it took to master the course. Echoing his current attention to teaching, he took notice of how the teachers behaved in classes he enjoyed. After graduating Virginia Tech with a degree in policy and history, he entered the workforce. Fortunately for us, he could not make it a year before starting his path to McLean, getting a master's in education before joining our school in 2011. For his time at McLean, he has been a bro alongside any senior lucky enough to have him. During online learning, we related to him from him teaching from the comfort of his bed, often cloaked in an ominous dark hoodie that really encapsulated the first period vibe. In person, he was always quick to offer encouragement with constant high fives while we were doing a test, or playing All Too Well by Taylor Swift as an alarm at the end of it. Often, his class would become a time machine, such as when the class cosplayed as Civil War lawyers, soldiers, and Abraham Lincoln. Other times, we reenacted eras long before American history, like when students were wrapped into paper towel mummies. Beyond the day-by-day hijinks of APUSH, Mr. Wadan fostered academic and personal growth in every student he saw. Rather than just going over the AP outline, classes would go deep into the stories and the importance of the material, often featured with political comics like the Cursed Turtle, Oh Grab Me. For lessons of the Civil War, he would showcase pictures he personally took from visits to local battlefields and teach about recognizing our shared humanity. Lastly, every student remembers the group therapy sessions sprinkled throughout the year where students would reflect on their life and growth and find solidarity in others. Now please welcome Mr. Wadan.
I would like now to introduce Aiden Shaughnessy, who will address the class and introduce our speaker.
"2,400 years ago, on the topic of youth in Athens, Socrates wrote the following: 'The children now love luxury. They have bad manners, contempt for authority. They show disrespect for elders and love chatter in place of exercise.' Sound familiar? It's no different than what you've heard your entire life. From a mom disapproving of your inappropriate outfit for that one special occasion. From a teacher catching your hidden laughter during a lecture. From a coach telling you to take practice more seriously. You hear it in simple phrases. Don't keep your head in the clouds. You never use your brain. You're acting too childish. You see it in the mistakes you make. that stupid sophomore year crush, those 11:59 p.m. deadlines you were way too close to. Oftentimes, we look to our future generation for hope. As educators and parents pray that every step they take is meticulously crafted to set up for success, maturity. But what Socrates' quote captures is the raw imperfection of growing up, naivety, the crudeness of all of it. Well, I can stand here and say, well, class of 2024, we did it. Behind all these formal caps and gowns, today we're also gathered to celebrate the end of our childhood. In our minds, now it's time to get serious and step into the real world. But I'm convinced that in all your teary eyes, you can still find the child that will always remain within you. You can still find that one older sibling or friend you dreamed to become. The time you first discovered you preferred literature over math, or vice versa. Those nights you laid on the bed that no longer fits you and dreamed of this very moment. Whether you're selecting a major at your college in the next couple of years or having a midlife crisis at age 50, never be afraid to ask yourself that one familiar question. What do I want to be when I grow up? Because growing up doesn't just magically stop here. It's your entire life. You will continue to strive for the next big thing and make countless mistakes in the process. You'll have new best friends, grow distant with others. You'll learn some new things you love, other things you would rather avoid. You'll experience what you've known since you were little: love, pain, gratitude, failure, and most importantly, growth. So when you cross that stage next week to receive your diploma, don't forget that child. Don't forget all the rules you want to break, the authority you want to challenge, the patterns you want to disturb, the things you want to change about this world. We're risk takers because we're not aware of the consequences yet. And that's the beauty of being young. So with that being said, thank you for giving me the honor of working with many staff, students, and parents who dedicate so much to this school. To show our appreciation, we would like to present gifts to a few whose support allows us to continue to dream. First, Dr. Riley, whose authoritative title of principal doesn't exactly capture the kind, down-to-earth woman she is. Whether spilling a bit of family drama during a meeting or sharing her new favorite read, Dr. Riley embodies the youthful, opportunistic spirit of McLean. When you're in a room with her, you know that stuff will get done. Everything from planning the first class-wide voter registration drive to negotiating for a 5-minute early release. For that, we deeply thank her. Next is Mrs. Charles Williams, who's probably tired of hearing the front desk announce, "Aiden is looking for you," on her walkie-talkie all the time. From navigating custom ink shipping for our class shirts to writing endless Schoology updates, Mrs. Charles Williams has continued to treat us with patience, understanding, and grace. Her loyalty to McLean constantly shining. We thank her for the constant support, and we know the endearing atmosphere that she has created will last beyond the class of 2024. We also want to thank our teacher sponsors, Mr. Boyce and Mrs. Nye, for always keeping the senior officers aware of little details and deadlines we often miss. And thank you to our PTSA, who seem to have an endless stream of dedication and money to meet all of our last-minute requests. And of course, thank you to all the teachers, staff, and classmates who have helped us throughout our years at McLean. For that, the class of 2024 would like to proudly present our 3 senior gifts, a tradition here at McLean. First, a new water station for band and orchestra students. Second, new equipment for all our custodial staff. Third, equipping tables in McLean's courtyards with umbrellas. With these gifts comes our legacy. And 30 years down the line, once you think you know it all and stop taking chances out of fear, remember McLean. Admittedly, high school will seem like a distant, unserious piece of time. But remember these 4 years for the people and experiences that bleed childlike curiosity. Remember that teacher that made you love learning. Those times you confidently raised your hand when asked a question. The first time you were told you can do it. Because although I encourage you to attend the reunions I'm now cursed to plan for the rest of my life, the memories of all we have loved stay and continue to come back to us in the evening of our life. Cherish those little things because they don't last forever. Thank you. And now I would like to welcome back Mr. Wadan, our Convocation speaker.
Hello. Hi. Hey. Hello, friends. Over the last month, I've spent more time than I care to admit thinking about this moment. What will I say to the class of 2024? What do I most desire that you should hear from me? What are the words which are worthy to be last words? Saying goodbye, it turns out, is hard. And when all was boiled down, I found there were two things which, above all, I longed to communicate to you. The first is this: when I see you, I look on you with love. It's true. I know it's true because of the many of you I've taught over these years. Each of you has popped up in my outside the buildings thoughts at some point. I know it's true because it stands even in instances of friction or discipline, of anger or frustration. I know it's true because I felt the warmth in my chest to see something good happen to you, or to share a laugh, or to connect over some mutual interest. I know it's true because some of you have shared with me some hardship or area of vulnerability. And it is in these moments, those moments when I'm able to speak into your life as the voice of love, when I can in some small way communicate to you that I see you, I'm with you, I'm not turning away from you. It's in these moments I feel closest to meaning and purpose. So whether you know it or not, whether or not you're shy and never talk much in class, whether or not you and I have ever been at odds in some way, at some point, whether or not you even liked having me as a teacher, know this: I cannot imagine any of your faces for long without some impulse of warmth, some desire for your good, some compassion for your pain. When I see you, I look on you with love. And let me be clear, this is true for all of you, whether I taught you or not. How can I say that? Because when I say, when I see you, I look on you with love, I'm not saying that I most love your achievement or your compliance or your test scores. No, what I love most is that which you carry, all of you carry with you all the time, your humanity. The preciousness and gravity and beauty which is yours by your birthright, yours by virtue of being created, yours in your lowest low, yours just as much when you do wrong as when you do right. My delight in you precedes your performance. When I see you, I look upon you with love. One last word on this point. And I want now to address specifically those of you in this room who deep down don't believe that you are lovable or worthy. Those who have perhaps absorbed the message that you don't stack up, that you aren't smart, rich, pretty enough, whatever. Those who that you'd never want to admit it so plainly, think of yourself in some sense as a failure. I'm speaking specifically to you right now. And to you I say this: I long, of course, I long for you to be able to see yourself as you truly are, which is how I just explained who you are. But I also know a single speech is not powerful enough to change everything. So instead, if that is you, if you've embraced some sense that you're a failure and that you must trade performance or perfection in order to receive acceptance, I'd simply invite you to hold space for this question: what if? I know you can't really believe all I'm saying, but can you hold a small space for what if? What if it were true? What if rather than if people saw the real me, they'd turn away? It was actually truer to say that only when people saw you can they truly love you? What would it mean for you if I happen to be right and you really are already held in the gaze of the eyes of love and have been since you were born? What would that mean for you? I ask you to consider that. And now the second and final thing that I wish to communicate to you. I encourage you to befriend your pain. We all have strategies for dealing with the deep wounds of life, and those strategies don't usually include befriending your pain, whatever that means. In fact, we do almost anything to avoid facing our pain. And considering how pathologically we seek stimulation, how we fill our solitude with music and podcasts and games and scrolling, it might not be a stretch to say that we have organized our entire lives around the avoidance of facing whatever it is that just might bubble up from our hearts were we to sit long enough with them in quiet. Why then do I say befriend your pain? To befriend your pain simply means allowing those deep places of wounding, hurt, or fear to speak. That is, to let unpleasant emotions have their say, to let yourself feel what you feel, rather than immediately covering it up. You make friends with your pain when you let it speak and get to know it, when you begin to name the fears you carry, the deep wounds that still bleed. What kind of psychotic person would ever want to do that? Why am I suggesting that to you? Sitting with our pain often has the effects of drawing our attention to the deep, good, best desires of our hearts. Those desires which often go unattended to amidst the noise of daily life, the pressing immediacy of our shallower desires. Yes, let me say it even more plainly. Your pain is your greatest clue to the specific beauty and goodness that you were meant to bring into this world. The very place of your deep wounding, what one writer has called the bomb craters of our life, points you to the road of your greatest flowering if you'll let it. I won't blame you if you remain unconvinced. No one wants to suffer. The allure of denial is strong. The means of distraction are readily at hand. But I can at least, as I begin to end, share with you why I am so convinced that befriending your pain, not running from it, is worth doing despite the high cost. You see, I was once where you are. Right now, bedecked for the first time in cap and gown, my eyes on the horizon, looking forward to the adventures ahead. But amidst all the excitement of my last days of high school, my life at home, my very family was breaking apart, and it scared me with how much it hurt and how confused I felt. And so I kept it hidden, a secret that I didn't share with even my closest friends. And to make a long, complicated, and ongoing story short, I can tell you that in recent years, I've begun to get to know, to make friends with, rather than bury, some of that pain from years ago. And it has been that experience of speaking those things out loud, finally, hard though it is, which has actually been what's equipped me to love others. It's what's equipped me to begin to bring in some small measure a degree of healing to those in my sphere. And that's what I want for you. I don't know what the particular gift you have to bring into the world is. It's going to be different than mine. It's unique to you, your temperament, your experiences. But I believe you will find it and develop it as you face and make sense of your story, even the hardest parts. I will really miss you. I will. It's been a pleasure walking some of your journey alongside y'all. And so the final word from Frederick Buechner. Here is the world. Beautiful and terrible things will happen. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Love you guys. Thank you.
So this concludes our program, and we want to thank the parents who were able to come today, to our class of 2024, and to all of our teachers and to the class officers for all the work they put into it. Seniors down at the tennis courts, there'll be lunch for you if you want to come down and join us. And juniors, you get to go back to class. So congratulations.